It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the Road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe comes your way the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. And with us to talk about RTI and their stand, it's Mr. Bill Hensley. Welcome, sir.
Good day. How are you, Tim?
I am fabulous, sir. How are you? Happy New Year.
Likewise. Staying healthy. That's what we all need to do.
Dude, that right there is about all we can ask for. You guys are going back to Barcelona. You're going back to ISE, Hall 2K150, 2K150. Bill, RTI has gone through a metamorphosis and evolution in the last 5 years. So what will we find this time around at ISE?
Yeah, we continue to evolve. Part of that evolution is a little bit of a pivot to embracing more commercial. And that's empowered by, the Integration Designer platform, our software platform that drives everything from your single room residential to your, multi-room commercial setup. The, what we call a one platform unlimited opportunities strategy. So an integrator doesn't need to learn, one thing for commercial, one for residential. It's learn it once and apply it as appropriate. So we're showing both sides of the business. We've got a great display set up for our residential side, showing more integration, kind of the how behind what you do when you go into the home to set up your system. It's kind of exciting because in the past we've done a lot of here's the catalog, here's the product, with less of a story about why you need this. And when we talk to our dealers, that's a big part of what we love about the show, is hearing from the integrator, what's going on in the channel, what their pain points are, what their opportunities are. So it helps us craft our conversation with them and give them what they need to know as opposed to what we want to tell them. Residential, we've got, a long history of great success there. Commercial, dealers that are working with us know one thing that's important right now is we're in stock, and we've been putting a lot of attention over the last, 18 months to staying in stock. We have momentary blips on products, but they come back in, and it's been a commitment from the entire company that we want to be there for the dealer and be in stock for them. On the product side, on commercial, one of the things that we're showing that we launched late last year, which has been a real hit so far, is the KX4 integrated touch panel with the processor built in. And what that does is it lets the integrator go in and very quickly set up a single room solution. So it could be meeting room, huddle space, classroom, lecture hall. So think of the lecture hall, the lecturer walks in, the instructor walks in, she taps the start meeting or start room button on the touch panel. The shades lower, the lights dim, the projector turns on, the audio source sets to the mic at the lectern. She's ready to go. And what is great is that because the processor and the front-end control are in a single unit, it really speeds up the integration and the installation for the integrator. You could deploy a set of these and actually tie them back to a central processor if you want to do that as well. So there's great flexibility there. And this has been something that our integrators have been jumping at since we launched it. We announced it at CEDIA last fall. Launched it later in the year. So that's kind of exciting. And again, when I talk about what's important, I think the key thing is really talking to that integrator and finding out what their pain points are and seeing where RTI fits into that. We have a commitment to integrating with the best in class in every category we can be in, because really a control brand is only as good as the integrations you make. So it's an event we call Driver Friday. Happens every Friday. I love talking about it. It's my favorite Friday of the week. And we're launching either new or updated drivers. It's a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of the same from RTI, but that's what's made us successful in recent years. And that's what we're really focused on, is solving those problems, having those conversations, finding out what the integrator needs, and creating a solution around that.
Talk for a second, because you mentioned the one of the things that RTI has done is that push into commercial. How important is a show like ISE? I mean, I mentioned the fact that we saw you guys at CEDIA last fall. Certainly, we saw you at Infocom, but ISE is one of those shows that kind of brings both of those sides together. How important is that for a company like RTI?
Well, it's really important because it is that platform to speak to everybody at once and to really, like I was saying, tell that story about one platform, unlimited opportunities. It's not, let me talk to you about our commercial stuff, and let's go over here and talk about the residential. It's all the same hardware, basically. Yeah, there's going to be some things that skew one way or the other, but the unifying piece behind that is Integration Designer. And the new Integration Designer 11, which we launched just before ISE last year. We've already had a couple updates, and we'll have another one going into the show. It's really making it that opportunity for an integrator to learn one platform and use it in both commercial and residential.
All right, very good. Bill, we will see you in Hall 2, K150, 2K150. But if somebody is not going to ISE and they want to follow along with everything that RTI will be talking about that week, how do they do that?
Best way is to check out our website, rticontrol.com, and from there you can see all of our social media links as well for real-time updates.
All right, very good. Bill Hensley from RTI, thank you, sir.
Tim, it's always good.
Absolutely. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. Follow along as we also head to Barcelona and ISE 2023. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.